In other words, man, get out of here. Oh my God. Why are you here? I can't believe. Hey, Diddy locked in a cell, tunnels under his house, and he can't make bail. What is up? YouTube. Anyway, okay, we got the intro. Y'all got the intro enough. Hey, check this out, man. I try to share with you guys some of the stuff that Uncle Mike be doing and whatever the case may be. I worked on a new song. I don't know what's this little phlegm cold that I caught that won't leave me alone. My throat. Oh, I gotta change I changed the title, man. Hit that bell. Hit that subscribe button first, then hit the bell, right? Hit that bell, baby. You gotta hit the bell. We realizing that a lot of people are not getting notices. They, leaving me comments saying that they're not getting notices and stuff. So anyway, I always like to start off with something that I've been working on or whatever the case may be, man. And I mean, I can't toot my own horn, but I think this is going to be another hit. So I think I got like 4 hits. Everybody think they know music, and it's funny when people mix what they like. They know what they like. So they think they know music, right? But I know music. God bless me with the talent, man. And I can tell because people paid me for years to do music for them. That's how you know you're good. If you're a professional, you get paid to do it. And it was my first full-time job. And I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you the facts, man. I wish I could box or fight or do karate. I shut a lot of people up, but God didn't put me on this earth to fight. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. Anyway. Let's check out this song, man. Appreciate y'all.
So, Uncle Mike, what's the one thing we all can do that would change the world?
If everybody just helps someone who has less than them, one day somebody's gonna show real love back to you.
It's time to stop the hatred. We're bleeding from our pride, arguing over words and the innocent die. Mothers crying nightly, babies still missing. Borders overflowing, leaders don't listen. We judge by the skin, never look in the glass. Blaming everybody else, never look in the past. When the day comes to meet God face to face, he gonna ask why we never learned to love in this place, yeah. Charlie Kirk's gone, the streets still mourn. News flash heavy, another soul torn. And cats staying silent, don't mean he don't care. Maybe he's speaking to the family and not the glare. Social media fools us. We think it's the truth, but healing starts offline in the booth and the youth. One big family, that's what we should be. But we trapped in division instead of unity. What's that? Everybody wanna feel love. Everybody wanna feel love. Everybody wants to feel love. Everybody wanna feel love. Everybody wanna feel love. See, everybody wants to feel love. Time to wake up, no more scrolling the live. Every headline talks it, every day a surprise. People posting anger, turning comments to war. But the real change starts when we walk out the door. Celebrities duck DNA, dodging the tests. While the people in the trenches can't get no rest. The poor fight the poor, while the rich make a plan. We all distracted, pointing fingers at our fellow man. Gunshots echo, just from words being spoken. Neighborhood shattered, another home broken. It's deeper than a hashtag, deeper than a trend. Time to change course before we all see the end. No more clout chasing, no more fake fame. Life ain't a filter, this ain't a game. God looking down, wonder why we divide when he made us all equal, standing side by side. Everybody wanna feel love. Everybody wanna feel love. Everybody wants love. Everybody wants to feel love. Everybody wanna feel love. Everybody wants the best. Everybody wanna feel love. See, everybody wants to feel love.
If everybody just helps someone who has less than them, one day somebody's gonna show real love back to you. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to feel love.
At the end of the day, we all want love. We all want acceptance. We all want love, man. Anyway, man, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you love anybody, I love you back. You ain't gotta love me, but I still gonna love you. I don't have nothing else to do, man. I done fought already, man. I'm done fighting. Right now, we gotta start loving each other, man. We gotta reach down and help people, man. And it feels good. You gotta learn how to embrace that good feeling of helping people, man. That's what I try to do. I try to help people, man. Diddy bagged courts for more times. New schedule exposed after new accusations surfaced again against him and Jay-Z. Oh, Lord. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. This gonna go on for a minute, bro. I said 2 years. They got 30 years of stuff this man been doing. 2 years. Hello, not 1, 2. This court stuff with Diddy is going to be 2 years. They have already started putting more cases on them. They have already, the feds have found more stuff on them already. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all can sit there. Y'all, the Diddy lovers, go ahead and keep loving, y'all. Keep loving. Because you're going to know exactly where he at. You got his address, man. He going to be in the orange. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Sean Diddy Combs, you are shucking and jiving, doing the thing. If you guys don't know, there's been a new lawsuit filed against Diddy. Also, Diddy's team has now said that they want more time to contest the pre-sentencing report. Let's get into this because, first of all, this new lawsuit that comes out, baby, they were talking about, and it looked like it was a doozy. They was talking about, oh my God, Brandon Paul was like the mule and delivered a kilo and all this other stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna go live and talk about it because they almost had me until he said this mess happened in 2015. And that's when I said, what's going on? I'm being serious. What is going on? Just hear me out. This was supposed to be happening in 2015. If you guys don't know, Brendan Paul started working for Diddy in 2022. I believe in 2022, Brendan Paul had either graduated college, just graduated, or he left his last year to go work with Diddy. I think he had just graduated. Brendan Paul was very young when he started working with Diddy. If you do the math back to 2015, he's saying that Brendan Paul, who in 2015, I believe was a sophomore or a junior in high school, literally was in Miami, and he jumped on a high-speed bike and dropped off. Here we goes. In the morning hours of April 3rd in Deerfield Beach, Florida, I personally observed Brendan Paul arrive under cover of darkness after an overnight ride from Ohio on a high-performance motorcycle. He described traveling at extremely high speeds, up to 200 miles an hour. I personally witnessed Mr. Paul receive a shipment of 2 kilos of narcs, 1 kilo of coca, and 1 kilo of what was believed to be methamphetamines. The price was a price of $20,000 had been discussed in advance. Is a kilo only 20,000? Okay, never mind. Fine. No money was exchanged in the handoff, consistent with the established delivery system rather than a casual one-off transaction. In my presence, Mr. Paul discussed prior and future deliveries and described specific evasion methods, including using thermal blankets to obscure heat signatures from aerial and roadside detection and diverting it into ravines and wooded areas using the motorcycle's off-road capabilities, as spotted by Florida Highway Patrol. Mr. Paul admitted he got the job through Christian Combs via Instagram and described his role as a transporter. These statements and the observed conduct are consistent with organized drug trafficking, presence inside of a freak-off event. Later that night, After the rug drop off, I observed Brendan Paul inside the event where I was especially tortured. I first saw his reflection in a mirror, turned and saw him in person laughing and jeering while Sean Combs and Jay-Z used a blank rubber blink to violently assault me. Okay, so let me just stop because what the hell? Brendan Paul in 2022, that boy wasn't even 22. In 2015, you literally 7 years ago, that means he was what, 15, 16 years old. Why would somebody drive all the way from Ohio at 200 miles an hour to come to Florida to take some rugs 50 feet? How was Christian Combs giving him the job 7 or 8 years ago? Actually, Christian Combs is 28 right now. In 2022, that means Christian Combs was how old? 16, 17? Why would Christian be high? First of all, Diddy don't seem to trust Christian with nothing, not even a hit. So
Tisha, don't be asking us how much a key costs. We don't know. You're supposed to be telling us. I don't know. Y'all, how much y'all put in the comments? If you don't have to put the price if you don't want to. Do you know how much a key KK costs? I have no idea, man. I don't know nothing about no rugs. Shoot, man.
Bullshit.
Okay, I had to test to see if my toy was working.
So how was Diddy doing this? My whole point of the matter is this lawsuit seems like a red herring. Just hear me out.
Oh, wait a minute, man. Here we go.
2022.
2022.
That means Christian Combs was how old? 16, 17? Why would Christian be high? First of all, Diddy don't seem to trust Christian with nothing, not even a hit. So how was Diddy doing this? My whole point of the matter is this lawsuit seems like a red herring. Just hear me out. I do believe that one of the reasons that this somehow makes it into the media where there is a crazy lawsuit that when you do the math, it's like this doesn't make sense, is because I feel like Diddy's team wants it in the media. I feel like Diddy somehow thinks he's walking free. And I feel like as far as the civil claims, Diddy wants to muddy the water so his team can be like, who knows what the truth is? There's all these crazy things and none of it's true. I feel like that's what they're going for. And I feel like by highlighting this lawsuit, that's what's happening. Now, what's the real tea that's going on? Diddy has a pre-sentencing report coming out on the 18th. The pre-sentencing report is going to be like a report card, basically saying, is this person a rabid, stone cold killer dog, or is he a choir boy that deserves to go out? If the pre-sentencing report, and here's the thing with the pre-sentencing report, unlike the jury, they interview witnesses. They interview people that know him. They interview people that are for him, and they interview everybody that the government had involved in the case, and also the people we never heard about. And when there's a number assigned, and that number is usually for minimum or mandatory sentencing. When it comes to the Mann Act, there is no minimum or mandatory. However, if the judge does something too cruel or too light, you can always appeal it. Only 10% of appeals ever get heard, less are even successful, but Diddy has beat a lot. Diddy is very, very worried about that pre-sentencing report. Why? Because Diddy has admitted to a lot of that violence. And violence, coercion, all that stuff, even though it might not be sex trafficking, according to that dumb jury, even though it might not be sex trafficking, right? And even though it might not be RICO, according to that dumb jury, it still means something in the pre-sentencing report. It shows that you have a history of violence, that you can't be controlled, that you fear the law, that you have violence that can't be predicted. Diddy's team is planning, when that pre-sentencing report comes out, they are planning to go to war over that pre-sentencing report. So they want 4 extra days in order to fight the pre-sentencing report. Now, here's the thing. I believe the judge actually granted those 4 extra days, which puts the prosecution in a worse state because they need to respond to whatever Diddy's team actually says. The prosecution keeps playing these games with Diddy's team, and Diddy's team has caught them flat-footed a few times. I hope they're prepared for it this time, even though something tells me probably as soon as that verdict came out, they went to work and they've been writing that. Emily's been right, especially after Maureen Comey got let go. Emily probably been writing that mess from back then till right now. So maybe they are in place and they are done playing. But my whole point of the matter is, it seems like Diddy's team, to me, who knows if Diddy's team's behind it, but it seems like they are highlighting and bringing forward in the media these wackadoodle claims that can be easily disputed, okay? And they're doing it to highlight the fact of what they're actually trying to do to make sure Diddy actually walks free. And if he walks free, if he can get that Mann Act overturned, that means that a lot of these civil cases go away also. Again, they are pushing for that motion on the 25th, motion for acquittal. They want to get a new, they do want to get a new, what do you call it? They want to get a new trial, because in a new trial for the Mann Act, they can exclude all the violence he admitted to stick to the Mann Act. And that really would be time served. Or they want to just be complete acquittal.
I didn't think
conviction
about that.
overturned. The whole point of the matter is there's a lot going on in Diddy's case. Diddy is not going to take his punishment. He's not going to take this lying down. He thinks he's above the law. He has a team of lawyers that think they're above the law. He has a news media that acts like this man is above the law.
Yeah. But y'all need to think, I should have waited to the end. But you know, Uncle Michael forget. Diddy, the feds got a lot of stuff on Diddy. They're going to start more cases. They have already, I'm letting the cat out the bag a little bit. The feds is already having some things looked at in Diddy case. And I didn't even think about, if they start this case all over again, what Mark said about, we know he's a violent person. So that is, it started all over. So he won't say that this go around. So the judge wouldn't have like proof or that Diddy's a violent person. But I don't think he's gonna go through this bull. Look, I'll let y'all hear y'all hearing. I'll let y'all have y'all court hearing. Here's your court hearing. Boom. You satisfied? Then go home. Man, get out of here. Hey. That's too long. I'll go home. Yeah. Diddy and his team, the judge want to make sure everything is fair. And I keep saying that, man. I know I keep saying that over and over again. But I want everybody to understand how I got a criminal justice degree, and I'm thinking that some of this stuff relates to what I've been taught in school years ago.
A PR?
All this stuff is...
The point of the matter is, right? I was about to start talking trash. The point of the matter is, Diddy is very, very worried, and he's very, very afraid.
He should be.
And if you thought what he did in that trial were cheap tricks that worked on the desperate few, I believe in the jury that were fooled, that whole jury that was fooled, I'm sure they have something big coming up. We are entering in go time. We are entering in a time where we need to be paying attention. Let's see what happens. The 25th is the first thing. Hopefully things go well, and then he'll be at sentencing. But again, I feel like Judge Aaron is going to do the right thing, because Judge Aaron's the one that told us that he was the violent mofo. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
I'm letting y'all know now, man, that the only reason why the judge is allowing this to happen is because he want to make sure that everybody clearly see that he giving, oh, come on, man. Right here we go. He giving everybody, letting everybody clearly see that he's being fair to them. It's like Diddy's guilty. We know he's guilty. He gonna do 6 years or more. The judge, this is what the judge is thinking. I'm just saying. Okay, well, Your Honor, we want to do another court case to bring some stuff up. Whatever. Okay, I'll let y'all do that. To show that I'm fair. No, you can't bring that up. No, you can't do this. Now, when the Supreme Court get to this mess, and they say, well, Your Honor, Supreme Court, Mr. Supreme Court, The judge done denied us this. The judge didn't do this. We filed for this. He turned this down. He denied him bail. I mean, they just jumping on this man. And the Supreme Court or anybody look at it like, damn, they denied and cut everything on this dude. Why? That's why you gotta let them win some. You gotta let them win some. Isn't it a shame how this world works? It's a shame, man. That's what the dude Charlie was talking about. Like him or not, man, rest in peace. But anyway, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. My man Ticket got one for you, man. Check this out. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Feds hit Diddy with major surprise. And Diddy is ticked. Watch this.
Like, share, subscribe, y'all tap on in.
Tap it in,
we'll
baby.
Get right into this video, man.
Talk to me.
Y'all an update on what's going on in the Sean Diddy Combs situation, man.
Yep.
As the feds have just pulled a rabbit out their hat against Diddy. Now, what the feds have done is the feds have they've added more victims into Diddy's, report going into his sentencing hearing. So what they've done is that the feds have used basically they've used more of the sex workers and made them as victims.
Damn.
Right? So now Diddy has more victims. When Diddy was trying, I guess, argue that, the sex workers, I guess, weren't victims, right? But here's the problem that Diddy's gonna have as the feds have dropped this bombshell on Diddy. The problem that Diddy's gonna have is that you have a couple sex workers on the public record that have done interviews since the trial is over with that stated that they were victims. One being Clayton Howard. Now, Clayton Howard stated that not only, did he said that they were victims, the sex workers, the guys that was actually in there, he claimed in an interview with Art of Dialogue that they were victims too. So this is really gonna hurt Diddy, the fact that the government is putting this in his paperwork. Now they're putting more victims, and not only that, they said that they have also added the unredacted testimonies of people who weren't even included in the trial. To Diddy's report, right? Trey Boy 804. I'm gonna show y'all a jabroni when I see one. He says, talk about something else. We the people are tired of hearing about bleep Diddy every mofo day. Well, why you here?
In other words, man, get out of here. Oh my God. Why are you here? I can't believe. Hey, Diddy locked in a cell, tunnels under his house, and he can't make bail. That's why I'm here, because I can't believe. I keep pinching myself. I cannot believe this man is in jail. I thought if you got millions of dollars, you don't have to do crime. That's what I thought. I thought only the poor do crime. Make me think about money is the root to all evil. And then people say, no, the lack of money is the root to all evil. Well, shoot, he wasn't lacking money and he still was evil. That pisses me off. I like that dude. I like the guy who said that. That pisses me off.
Something else. We the people are tired of hearing about bleep Diddy every mofo day. Well, why you here? If you're tired of hearing, let me tell you something, dog.
Hold up, man. See, Uncle Mike ain't got no comebacks like that, man. That's what I like about Big Ticket. He teach me how to come back. He be like, we don't hear about that. Well, I would have, this would have been my comment. Well, I apologize, but we do cover other things, but right now, Diddy is the hottest topic. I'm trying to explain shit. And Ticket is like, why you here? Get out of here. So Ticket made me realize that it's a big world out here, man. You can't cater to everybody. Tree boy, go smoke some trees like you normally do. And I bet you any amount of money when you get high, who you think about Diddy.
I can't believe Diddy locked in a cell, tunnels under his house, and he can't make bail.
I think half the world can't believe it. Here we go, y'all.
If I was tired of a woman, she wouldn't hear from me no more. Let me make this clear to you, bro. If I was really tired of something, I wouldn't even be paying no attention. But you here, bumping your gums, playboy. You right here.
Right.
So, in reality, you love this content right here.
In other words, you ain't gotta announce you leaving. Other people in my comment, I can't believe, oh, Uncle Mike, I ain't know you was like that. I'm gonna have to unsubscribe. I don't give a sugar no more because of ticket. Look, I am not gonna change because you hit this little red button on a social media platform. Are you serious? Did y'all hear the song in the beginning? Go back and listen to the words again, man. I can't believe it, man. Anyway, let's keep going. I'm sorry. We're getting to the story.
Right? So you just make sure you remember that part. When you trolling and running your mouth and coming in here, causing confusion, right? Make sure you do two things. Make sure that you crack some bleach in them drawers, boy, and them tiny whiteys, right? So if you got a wife, she don't have to be ashamed of them skid marks, because I know it's skid row over there where you at. I know it's skid row. And secondly, let me say this to you, brother, right? Don't you ever, and the ticket means ever, come in here running your mouth, trying to dictate what I talk about on my channel. When you here listening, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, boy. You ought to be ashamed of yourself coming in here, wasting these people time like this, running your mouth. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. But I know you not. And that's the problem, boy. I know you not. But you're going to get stir-fried. But anyways, the problem there, boy. Back to Diddy. Boy. So, as I said to y'all, right? I had to wipe that stain. You know what I mean? They took extra bleach. But we got the stain out, y'all. That stain is out. You won't even know it was there. So, anyways, as I said to y'all, the feds have racked Diddy up on this one because the feds have put in the paperwork that, hey, man, the sex workers, they were victims too. And guess what? You got a couple sex workers on these interviews admitting that they were saying they were victims. Now, they said they were victims of both Diddy and Cassie, right? But here's the thing. Cassie, for everybody who keeps wondering, where isn't Cassie going to get in trouble? Because when they went to go get Cassie, she cooperated with the feds. It's just that simple. Cassie cooperated. Diddy didn't. It's as simple as that. I don't know why people act like they don't understand this. Cassie cooperated. Diddy didn't. They offered Diddy a plea deal.
All you got to do is say, look, I mean, how many people knew that if you order S worker, I'm trying to find the right words, y'all. I'm trying to learn how to do that while I'm cleaning up my glass table. Check it out, man. If you order a S worker and you fly them across state line, that's against the law. Well, I'm sorry, I ain't know that. So I take my punishment, man, and I won't do that again. I make sure I get all the S workers in the same state from now on. I'd rather take those type of charges because I didn't know. admit to your guilt, man. Your punishment is less and everything. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm saying. Uncle Mike don't know. Let's continue.
I don't know why people act like they don't understand this. Cassie cooperated.
Chat.
Diddy didn't.
Chat.
They offered Diddy a plea deal.
And he
rejected it. Think about this, y'all. I want everybody to think about this.
He said,
the feds offered Diddy, from what we heard, they offered this man either a 10 to 15 year plea deal from in that range before this trial is over with. Right? And he may end up getting more than that if the judge decides. The judge may give him 20. We never know. He may give him 5.
Or
but
6.
He may give him 20.
Or 6.
So we'll have to see. But again, y'all, now this situation gets even crazier because, as I said to y'all, they have the sex workers on tape, a few of them, saying that they were victims. And remember, especially Clayton Howard, because he's suing Diddy. And he said that Diddy pulled out a gun on him, or he threatened to pull out one.
Damn.
Let me change my words. He said Diddy told Cassie to go get the gun.
Yeah.
That's what Clayton Howard said in the interview with Art of Dialogue. Now, whether that's true or not, that's what he said. But he said that it was Diddy and Cassie, right? Working hand in hand.
That's right, Ticket.
That's what he said. He said that, hey, man, we were victims too, the sex workers. I heard the other sex workers say that. So the fact that the feds used that, you have to believe the feds heard those interviews and used that in the write-up. And the feds used all that other stuff that was redacted that we never got to see. They used that in Diddy's write-up as well. Bro, everybody's saying, hey, man, Ticket, the judge is on cap. He gave Diddy a trial because he gave Diddy a court date because Diddy wants to, he said Diddy wants to, he wants to have his charges, his case thrown out. The judge is doing everything he's supposed to do. That way, whenever he lays down his decision, it's that much harder for Diddy to win an appeal. See, if the judge was to deny Diddy all of these things, and then Diddy gets an appeal, it makes it a better look for Diddy. But if the judge says, you know what, I'm gonna get this dude every chance possible to get every hearing he wants to get. And if it doesn't make any sense, I'm gonna knock it right back down in front of his face. That's what happens, right? And for you guys who keep talking about Donald Trump, Trump is nowhere to be found, man. Trump got too much stuff he got going on. And let me say this. If he was gonna get Diddy off, he'd have been got Diddy off. Trump would have been, if Trump was gonna free Diddy, he would have been let Diddy walk. Trump could have already came and pardoned Diddy as soon as he was found not guilty. Trump didn't even have to wait for the sentencing. Trump can pardon Diddy right now. Right? He can pardon Diddy and get him off these charges right now. He ain't did it. His guy's the one that's running the show, Jay Clayton. I try to tell people this, but they don't want to listen to your boy. When I come in here and I give these people A1 information, for some reason whatsoever, they don't want to listen. That's Donald Trump's guy, Jay Clayton. And Diddy and his whole team know. And here's the thing. Jay Clayton has been not Democrat, Republican push. He's kind of been in the middle. So it's hard for them to attack him. But he's also been a guy that Trump has always leaned on. Oh, yeah. So that, and then that other thing I told y'all about the other day, that boy right there. Now, see, I'm telling y'all this right now, right? That dude came out with that declaration. We still haven't heard from the judge.
Man, okay. Boy, you got Mike Check and Mike Problems Ticket. Give Uncle Mike a call, man. I'm a certified sound technician, baby. I had paperwork under my name. That was about 20 years ago. Hey, but I know one thing. we don't have no problems.
I can ask y'all again. Will the judge grant the emergency hearing? Remember that guy? Came out and put out that report? Wants an emergency hearing? We got to see if the judge grants that. That's going to be something that's big too. He wants an emergency evidentiary hearing. He says that this dude lied and perjured himself on the stand during this trial. And the law says if this dude did lie and perjure himself, and it was something that caused an overturn in his trial, which his testimony was deemed to have people thought he was going to be the cherry on the top. He came in and downplayed his role as a drug dealer, downplayed a lot of stuff. And they found out he lied to the feds. Boy, he said that dude had 2 fang piercings in the bottom of his chin. That's what he said in his paperwork. He said, I confirm Mr. Paul's identity by his distinctive fang piercings under his chin, which were fresh and oozing and which he said were illegally performed by a friend at a tattoo shop. Mr. Paul asked for a napkin to clean the wounds, and Eric Macias provided it. This interaction occurred in Deerfield Beach, Florida on April 3rd, 2015, confirming Mr. Paul's physical presence in Florida that night. All right. So let me see how old Brendan Paul is. Hold on. Because that was confusion. Let me see how old Brendan Paul is, you guys. Brendan Paul is 29 years old. He's 29 years old. So that means in 2015, Brendan Paul was 19 or 20 years old. And somebody came in here last night and said, oh, he was 17. No, he wasn't. In 2015, Brendan Paul would have been 19 or 20 years old. His birthday is January 1st, 1996. So, he's 29 years old. Now, this thing gets real tricky. This thing gets real tricky, you guys. Y'all all gonna have to let me know how y'all feel about this one, man. This one of them ones. Definitely one of them ones. Like, share, subscribe.
Man. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I'm learning some things, man. If you will stop growing if you refuse to learn. And I think that's what the problem is. Once people get out of high school, they go to college and they focus right on everything college and told you. Once college is over with, then you focus on getting that job. You learn everything. You're still learning. You learn everything that job tell you. Then now it's like muscle memory. The job is everything, whatever. You don't need to learn anything, whatever the job, new stuff you may have to learn. Anyway, next thing you know, you just refuse to learn. I remember right before I left my job, they wanted me to learn something, to do something. But this is your job. You're supposed to do this. I'm like, man, I ain't never do this before in my life. And it was, here's the direction. They print out the directions. I'm like, man, I can't, because I was into this YouTube thing. I didn't want to do this. So I'm like, man, forget this. I don't want to do this. But my partner who just left, he refused to stop learning. He was learning. I had stopped learning on the job. I'm ready to do this. Now I'm the man. I got to figure out how to keep this channel going. So I got to learn more and more new things. You know what I'm saying? So I said all that to say what? I'm learning from Ticket. I'm learning from other social media people, man, and letting them know that, yo, this guy right here, man, he'll kick somebody out in a minute. And you won't worry about that one person. So if you got something negative to say, and I see the comments, and I see the subscribers disappearing. Hurt my feelings, man. Sometimes, hey, Uncle Mike looking at the thing, man, and they see, I refresh and it's under by 2. I'm like, dig it. 2 people left. Hey, why y'all leaving Uncle Mike? I'm good. But that's part of the game, man. There's a software or app out there to show you how many people unsubscribed from your channel per month, dog. And I'm like, shoot, I deleted that app. It make you, I know good and well, to be honest, I think about 50,000 people, real talk, to 100,000, anywhere between there, has unsubscribed from the channel. You think about that. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.